Why was Bertrand Russell jailed? Have you ever wondered what price one might pay for daring to speak against the tides of power? In a world where the pen is mightier than the sword, one man's voice against the machinery of war led him not to accolades but to the cold confines of a prison cell. Renowned for his groundbreaking work in logic and analytic philosophy, Bertrand Russell was also a vocal critic of wars and an advocate for peace. His convictions, however, would lead him down a path fraught with conflict against societal norms and government policies, culminating in his imprisonment. Bertrand Russell's story is not just one of academic achievements, it's a testament to the power of conviction and the costs of advocating for peace in times of turmoil. As we delve into his journey, we find a man who dared to challenge the status quo, risking his reputation and freedom for the sake of his principles. But what led an intellectual to be confined within the walls of a prison? And what does his story tell us about the price of integrity and the struggle for justice? This tale of courage, conflict, and the complexities of standing against the tide of one's times invites us to reflect on our own beliefs and the lengths we would go to defend them. Join us on Chronicles of Legend as we uncover the story of Bertrand Russell's imprisonment, a narrative that bridges the gap between past and present, urging us to ponder the enduring question of navigating the challenges of advocating for change. Bertrand Russell's journey began in 1872 in the shadow of Britain's Victorian era, a time ripe with intellectual ferment and societal change. Born into an aristocratic family with a lineage of political and intellectual activism, Russell was predestined to leave an indelible mark on the world. Orphaned at an early age, he found solace and purpose in the world of academics, showcasing an unparalleled genius that would later define his legacy. Russell's academic odyssey led him to Cambridge, where he immersed himself in the study of mathematics and philosophy, disciplines that he would revolutionize with his thoughts. His early work, Principia Mathematica, co-authored with Alfred North Whitehead, sought to ground mathematics in logic, an ambitious project that influenced the course of 20th-century mathematics and philosophy. Beyond his mathematical endeavors, Russell's philosophical inquiries delved into the realms of logic, epistemology, and ethics. His relentless quest for clarity and truth challenged the philosophical orthodoxy of his time, earning him international acclaim and a place among the intellectual giants of his era. Yet, Russell's intellect was not confined to the abstract. He was deeply concerned with societal issues, advocating for peace, social justice, and rational thought in public discourse. His outspoken nature and commitment to his principles often put him at odds with the prevailing sentiments of his time, laying the groundwork for his later conflicts with authority. As we explore Russell's life, we see a man not just of intellect but of profound moral courage. His contributions to philosophy and mathematics are unparalleled, but it is his unwavering commitment to peace and justice that cements his legacy as one of the most influential thinkers of the 20th century. In the tumultuous years leading up to World War I, Bertrand Russell emerged not only as a towering intellectual figure but also as a vehement critic of the war. His transformation from an academic philosopher to a public activist is a testament to his deep conviction that intellectualism must serve humanity, advocating for peace in a time of escalating conflict. Russell's anti-war activism was multifaceted, involving public lectures, articles, and participation in pacifist organizations. He championed the cause of conscientious objectors, arguing that no individual should be compelled to participate in a war they morally opposed. His stance was radical for the time, challenging both governmental policy and public sentiment. One of Russell's most provocative acts was his opposition to conscription, which he saw as an infringement on personal liberty and autonomy. In 1916, he penned a series of essays and pamphlets that criticized the British government's war efforts and conscription policies, calling for a rational approach to resolving conflicts. His outspokenness eventually caught the attention of the authorities. In 1916, Russell was fined for anti-war activities deemed subversive. Undeterred, he continued his campaign, leading to his dismissal from Trinity College, Cambridge, where he had been a lecturer. However, it was his public lecture in 1918, advocating for peace and criticizing the Allies' war aims, that led to his imprisonment. Charged under the Defense of the Realm Act for actions likely to prejudice the recruitment and discipline of His Majesty's forces, Russell was sentenced to 6 months in Brixton Prison. Russell's incarceration was a pivotal moment, marking the price of his principles against the backdrop of war and societal upheaval. Inside the prison walls, he was treated relatively well, given his status, and he used the time to continue his work, writing on philosophy and peace. His imprisonment became a symbol of the conflict between individual conscience and state power, highlighting the enduring struggle for freedom of speech and civil liberties. This period of Russell's life illustrates the profound courage it takes to stand against the tide of popular opinion and governmental authority, especially in times of war. His path to prison was not just a personal journey but a reflection of the broader societal tensions between peace, justice, and the mechanisms of power. Bertrand Russell's imprisonment in Brixton Prison in 1918 was not just a personal trial but a profound period of reflection and productivity. Despite the harsh reality of incarceration, Russell found solace in the realm of thought and writing, turning his prison cell into a study where he could continue his intellectual pursuits. During his 6 months behind bars, Russell was afforded some privileges due to his status. He was allowed access to books and writing materials, which he used to prolifically produce work that would contribute to his philosophical and peace advocacy efforts. Among his works from this period was the Introduction to Roads to Freedom, where he explored the concepts of socialism, anarchism, and syndicalism, offering his insights into the pursuit of a just society. Russell's time in prison was also a period of deep personal introspection. He reflected on the nature of power, justice, and the individual's role in society. His writings from this time reveal a man grappling with the complexities of ethics and morality, especially in the context of war and peace. He emerged from prison with a reinforced belief in the importance of individual liberty, rational discourse, and the pursuit of peace. The impact of Russell's imprisonment extended beyond his personal growth and intellectual output. It solidified his reputation as a principled pacifist and a fearless advocate for peace. His willingness to endure prison for his beliefs inspired others in the peace movement and contributed to the broader discourse on civil liberties and freedom of speech. Russell's incarceration highlighted the tensions between state power and individual conscience, a theme that resonates through his later works. The experience of being inside the prison walls, rather than breaking his spirit, further committed Russell to his ideals, influencing his philosophical inquiries and activism for decades to come. The period in Brixton Prison was a testament to Russell's resilience and the power of intellectual resistance. It demonstrated that even in confinement, the human spirit could thrive, using reason and writing as tools for liberation and change. Bertrand Russell's imprisonment for his pacifist beliefs during World War I marked a significant chapter in his life, but it was merely a prelude to the enduring legacy he would leave behind. A philosopher, mathematician, and activist, Russell's contributions transcended the confines of his time, resonating with future generations and continuing to inspire those committed to rational thought, peace, and justice. Russell's advocacy for peace and his critique of war and oppression laid foundational principles for the modern peace movement. His work inspired countless individuals to question authority, seek truth, and challenge the status quo in pursuit of a more equitable world. Russell's commitment to freedom of expression and his willingness to face imprisonment for his beliefs underscore the importance of civil liberties and the courage required to defend them. In the realm of philosophy, Russell's emphasis on logic, clarity, and empirical evidence influenced the development of analytical philosophy, shaping the way we approach ethical dilemmas and societal issues today. His writings continue to be a source of inspiration and a tool for education, urging us to apply reason and critical thinking in all aspects of life. Russell's legacy is not confined to the past. It is evident in the ongoing debates on freedom of speech, the ethics of war, and the role of intellectuals in activism. In a world still grappling with conflict, inequality, and environmental challenges, Russell's vision for a rational, peaceful society remains as relevant as ever. His life and work serve as a reminder of the power of individual conscience and the impact one person can have on the course of history. As we reflect on Russell's contributions to philosophy, activism, and the pursuit of peace, we are reminded of the enduring struggle for justice and the importance of standing up for one's principles. Bertrand Russell's story is a beacon of hope and a call to action, encouraging us to engage with the world thoughtfully and compassionately in pursuit of a better future for all. As we conclude our journey through the life and legacy of Bertrand Russell, we are reminded of the profound impact that a single voice can have in shaping the course of history. Russell's commitment to peace, rational thought, and individual liberty serves as a guiding light for all who seek to make a difference in a world fraught with challenges. His willingness to face imprisonment for his beliefs underscores the importance of standing up for what is right, even in the face of adversity. Bertrand Russell's story is not just a historical footnote, it is a call to action. It challenges us to question, to think critically, and to advocate for a world where reason and compassion prevail over conflict and division. His legacy is a testament to the power of ideas and the indomitable spirit of those who dare to dream of a better future. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Bertrand Russell's life and enduring influence. If you've been inspired by Russell's story and wish to discover more about the legends who have shaped our world, don't forget to subscribe to Chronicles of Legend and like this video. Together, let's continue to seek out the stories that challenge us, inspire us, and remind us of the potential within each of us to contribute to a more just and peaceful world.